Needed to talk. I had to go outside. I had to go outside for a bit. So, they put mama in isolation. Um, I'm in there with her, but they put her in isolation because of her, that the infection came back and they don't want her to go septic again. I'm getting in the truck. I've got to. So, um, I just don't know. I need to talk to my subscribers, my wonderful, wonderful subscribers. It's so difficult to see that. I mean, I was seeing her progress. I was watching her progress. I was watching her progression. I've got to stay strong. I can't be upset. But uh, when I see her go back into those modes, it brings flashbacks. And so she's in the room right now resting. She said, I just want to be. She's not even aware hardly of. She's becoming just like she was before she was in the hospital. Just like she was before pre-sepsis. Dang it, I don't want that. I don't want that. We don't want that to happen. And, but, praise the Lord she got this far. But I don't want to see that happen again. But that's the update. What's happening? She is not responding well. She just wants to go to sleep. This morning she was moving. They gave her a different antibiotic. I don't know which one they gave her, but it certainly wasn't the normal antibiotic. And they're trying to give her Cipro. They said that's a powerful antibiotic that'll kick it out of her. She only has Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. She only has 4 more days of the Cipro. And if that doesn't help, they said they'd have to give an IV, which would take 11 days of IV. That would be in the hospital. When I saw her go back into this mode again tonight, where of course she was really exhausted, but I saw her go back into that mode of where she was becoming unresponsive again. And the nurse took forever to get her to wake up. That's how she was before. They don't know that. They didn't see it. One of those women in there, now I'm not going to say who it was, obviously. I heard her outside the door, and I was about to go outside the door and say something. Like saying something sarcastic, like, oh, I had no life because I was staying there with her all the time. And I was like, who are you to say something like that? But anyway, I'm not getting into that. Only positivity. Only positivity. That's all I want. But I keep saying she's going to be all right. She's going to be fine. And even this woman who seems to be kind of crazy like, um, but she's not. She talks kind of off, but she told me, she just suddenly described my granny and my great grandmother. She described them, and she just started talking about them being strong people. And there's a voice that I've heard come through the speaker in here. It'll say, hey, or hello. I mean, I know things are trying to talk to me, but I've tried to be, I mean, I try to stay, I mean, I've been trying to stay with her constantly. And to see her, it hurts us to see her. She was doing so well. And to see her go back, that darn infection is still in her. Now she's got ESBL or some kind of infection that is a bacterial infection. And I told them days ago they needed to check it. I mean, days before, I said, she needs to be checked. 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 And they finally, when they got this really good, particularly good, better individual that actually listened. She said, "Yeah, we'll do a urinalysis," and so they requested it, and they requested that urinalysis and found she had that very deadly bacteria in her body, in her blood. if it's not taken care of, nipped in the bud, it can cause sepsis. It can cause a septic infection. And the antibiotic's not doing anything. It's not doing it. It's not stopping this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got into a days. The antibiotic that they're giving her, the Cipro, you'd think it would do the trick, but it's not stopping it. And when I'm trying to pray, I was trying to pray for her and pray out loud, and she says she's aware, and she'll fall asleep. She says, I'm awake. I'm awake. But she's not. And she falls out again. She falls out, and she talked about all the things she wants to do when she gets back home today. That's how good she felt. I want to do this, and I want to do that, and we're going to do this with this stuff. We're going to do that with that stuff. We're going to do this, that, and the other. She had all these things in her mind. And I mean, we can't make it without her. We got to have her. She's the rock. She's the rock that holds us together. But when, I love you all so much. I'm glad to have y'all to talk to. Something negative tried to come around this morning. I said no. I absolutely said no. Because there was a negative vibe, negative energy tried to come back. And there was some kind of something I saw, and I was like, no, you are not. But this woman that's kind of seems to be off said, your mother, I mean, your grandmother and your great grandmother, they were strong people. And talked about how they had kidney problems. And they did. And then she just said, she'll be fine. She made it. She makes it. She made it. They said they said she made it. At least that's what they tell me. And I thought, well, that must be coming from the angels then. If she said at least that's what they tell me. It must be coming from the angels. But I just can't. They've extended it through Sunday since she's in isolation due to antibiotic. But I don't know. She doesn't want to be bothered. She doesn't want to be bothered, or she just wants to sleep. And when you just want to sleep constantly, there's a problem. She has a lot of infection. She's supposed to have an appointment with the infectious disease expert through the phone, so he's going to talk on the phone. If she's even aware, I don't know how she's going to have a meeting if she's not even aware, hardly. But I'm sorry, everyone. I'm very tired. I love you. I'll talk later. She's having a meeting on You know what? I can't right now. I just can't. I'm sorry. I thought I could, but I can't do a stream right now. But she's gonna have a meeting. She's gonna have a virtual appointment over the phone, my phone, with the infectious disease expert on Wednesday, about 10:30 in the morning. Anyway, I'll talk later. I love you. Sorry. I don't. I can't. I gotta go.